it wasn't recording. So this is my pedal board. It's already wired up. I'm gonna take it all apart first, and then I'm gonna show you how to wire up your very own pedal board. Years worth of dirt on this. Disgusting. I had to clean this first. Okay, so first thing you need is a pedal board. I am using a Diago Showman. Picked it up off eBay about, man, it's like 8 or 9 years ago since I got this thing. Still working great. What I really like about this pedal board is that the base of the pedal board is also the case. No lifting the board in or out, anything like that. It's an awesome case. That's the top there. It's got the Diago logo on it. Just an awesome case. I believe in having cases, having sympathy towards your cases, because they are literally there so that your gear doesn't get hurt. I honestly don't care about the case. Things to consider. Okay, hold on. Things to consider when you're going to wire up a pedal board is order. You want to always have some idea of how you want to order it. The rule of thumb is that you'd always have compression first, then you'd have drive, then you'd have, like, say, a volume pedal ideally, then you'd have delay, then you'd have any modulation. This is going to be a very basic pedal board. Custom comp, then you'd want to drive. So you always want to get a drive that is going to make sense for your board and for you. I'm going to put on a sparkle drive. So right away we've got custom comp going into a sparkle drive. Then you don't want to control your volume before your drives, because if you give a really weak signal to an overdrive pedal, it can sound horrible. Having your volume pedal after your drive means that you're adjusting the volume of a tone at its full potential. You also want delay. I'm using a TC Electronic Nova delay. A natural delay is replicating, like, say if you're in a canyon and you go, hello, and you hear back, hello, hello. Replicating a sound that happens naturally. So it would not be right to be able to adjust the volume of that after the delay has started. Then you want to have a reverb pedal. I'm using a Boss Digital Reverb RV5. You want to put this after your delay. If this goes before your delay, you're delaying a reverberated sound, which doesn't make sense. That's the order of how you'd want your pedals to be. Now you can add more pedals. I use a full drive 2, as well as a Jekyll and Hyde. I find those to be fantastic pedals. The way that I would order pedals, if you're using more than one, is in gain stages. What I mean by gain stages is literally what threshold of gain you're getting from each pedal. If this one doesn't give you a lot, and this one gives you a ton, then this would have a low threshold, this would have a high threshold. Therefore, this would go before this one in your chain, because this one's going to give you less gain, this one's going to give you more gain. If you've got this one turned on and you turn on this one with it, this one will start to boost this one's sound, because this is the predominant distorted, overdriven sound. Lastly, if you're using a lot of overdrives, you might want to think of a noise suppressor. A noise suppressor is awesome because it doesn't color your sound a whole lot. It has an input, an output, and then a loop. Whatever you put in the loop is what this pedal will color the sound of. That way all my overdrives have the noise that comes from them suppressed by this pedal, but I'm not suppressing anything else. These things give you a lot of noise. So this, paired on top of it, makes a lot of sense. So you've got the most simple pedal board of all time, and you only have your overdrive, volume pedal, and a tuner. When you're setting up a pedal board, your tuner honestly can go wherever suits you best. Because when you turn a tuner on, 9 times out of 10, it cuts the signal to all of your other pedals, which if you're playing live, it's like having a mute button in your chain, which I really don't like the idea of. So I run this out of the volume pedal drive, volume pedal, tuner, and delay. How do you wire it? I use these Planet Waves cables. I find them really good because it comes with like 10 feet of this cable. And then like a bunch of these ends, and I find that these ends, like they're gold plated, like whatever, but it's literally just one screw. You cut the cable, you insert it into the jack, it's one screw, and then you've got like a cable for life. It's really, really good. So all you gotta do is cut these to length, and you just plug them in. So output, obviously from your first pedal, just goes into the next. The tuner out of the volume pedal into the input of your tuner. You wanna go volume, like proper output of your volume, is where you'll go into your delay pedal. When you're ready to set up your pedal board, you want to like unplug everything, out all your gear the way you want it to be. I use 10 pedals, so I like to have it like as maximized as possible. So I literally put my pedals like as organized and laid out as possible. Once you've got them all laid out, these cables, you literally just line them up with the output of one and the input of another, cut it, insert it in the end of your input, and then you're good to go. I'd like to point out that nothing in this video is paid for by Diago, or by Planet Waves, or by anybody. This is literally just my opinion, and what works for me. There's a ton of videos you can watch on how to wire up pedal boards, but I find this to be super straightforward. It has always worked for me, like I said. Let me know what you think in the comments.